So I have this travel makeup bag that my mom let me borrow a few weeks ago, and I haven't really changed my makeup out of it just yet. In the inside, there's 3 different pockets. There's, travel stuff, toothpaste, whatnot, face wash, shampoo, all that stuff. So then down here, I have all of my makeup that I've been using. So first, I'm going to be using just some makeup remover wipes. They're just Target brand. They're just to get any dirt, excess makeup off of my face. They're not harsh at all. I actually would really recommend them if you don't want a very expensive makeup remover wipe. They feel really nice on the eyelids. I know sometimes makeup remover can actually damage your eyelids from personal experience. So that's all of the makeup I'm using. So I use MAC foundation. It's just a little cover up, and I just do spot treatment. I don't have horribly bad skin, so I don't actually use a lot of foundation. Just use a little here and there. And I'm using a makeup brush to sponge on my foundation. So I always get under my eyelids because I always have bags. Gotta move those bangs out of the way. Then I take a beauty blender, which I got at Sephora, and I just blend it in. I just pat and roll typically. I just gotta make sure to get it under and blend well. Get a little more on the brush and do under the eyelids. And I use a mirror. I use a handheld mirror. When I apply makeup, I can't do it in a bathroom mirror or something. So just pat and roll, pat and roll. I always have done the pat and roll method, and sometimes you just gotta buff it out a little bit more. Now I get my nose. I usually avoid my forehead. It doesn't have breakouts typically. My chin always is my problem spot. And I'm done with my cover up. And just blend it in. Make sure no more makeup is left on the skin that's, visible. Pat it in, pat it in. Now I use Sephora mineral powder. This is actually my mom's old color. Her color actually suits my skin tone now. So I usually just pat on all the mineral powder I can to set my foundation and cover up in. And now I just get on the forehead so there's no shimmer or shine or anything like that. Just to also even out the complexion. And just check it out to see if it looks alright. So now it's time to move on to my eyeshadow primer, which is Urban Decay. It's their, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's something potion. And I just apply a little bit on the eyelid, rub it in, and it just helps your eyeshadow, eyeliner, and stay longer on your eyelids. So just run it through. I have a very bad problem with cracked eyelids, so I always try to make sure I keep them moisturized, so that definitely has helped. So now it's time to show my makeup brushes. This is an older one. It's by Sephora. These are Sigma brushes, I believe they're called. My mom got them for me for Christmas. They're awesome. So I take my Sephora brush, and I'm using the Naked palette by Urban Decay. And I start with the lightest color that the palette has to offer. And I put that in the corner of my eye and just bring it out. As Same for the other eyelid, just put it in the corner and bring it out. I like to do like a highlighting color first, then I start to build up, and usually I bring it all the way through my lid and just smudge it in. Then usually, let's see, then I take more of that color and just sort of blend it in. It's a very light color, so you have to be careful. Then I take a darker, more creamy champagne color and rub that in. That'll just be the color for my eyelid. Do the same thing to the other eye. Just blend the two colors into each other. Make sure they look alright. You don't want them to be too dramatic or or not enough. And just bring it down and make sure it's even. Now I'm going to take one of the blending brushes that my mom got me for Christmas, and I take a darker brown kind of color, and I just build in the dark brown into the crease and just blend it in just as a little color in the crease bone. Same thing for the other eyelid. Just blend it in. And of course, I happened to do this when I was doing my makeup. I put a little too much of the brown, so I used my beauty blender and I swooped it out and just sort of blended it back with some lighter colors, and it worked out much better. I had to edit that part out. You'll see. So I'm taking the other brush, which is more of a pointed brush, and I take the dark color and just start in the top of the crease and just blend it in. So just you do windshield wiper motions, just like that. You have to do that over and over again. With blending, I've come to the conclusion. And I usually add a little, almost like a wing, so it's connected. Just blend it in, keep blending. Now for the other eye. This is the eye I messed up on. You can see I did it a little too dark, so I'm trying to just blend it out, but it's not happening. So what I do is I take usually a lighter color, usually that medium brown and a champagne shimmer color, and mix the two together. You can see I'm trying to fix it in any way I can. So on this one, I just add darker to kind of even it out, but I have to fix the other eye because that one looks pretty bad. But accidents happen while doing makeup, as expected. So I fixed it up, and what I like to do is I like to take that first color, that nice champagne in the corner of my eyes, and add that under. And it's just supposed to make your eyes pop a bit more and just open them up. And you always want to make sure you have an even amount swooping from the corner onto the bottom of your lid. Just making sure it looks perfect. And now we go on to liquid eyeliner. I use Line Stiletto by Maybelline. It's my personal favorite. I have used very expensive eyeliners before. I find that this is the best liquid eyeliner. I used Sephora's liquid eyeliner before, and I actually broke out in a rash on my eyelid. It hurt. So I kind of always draw out where I want my wing to be and fill in, almost like coloring. And then I fill in. It's basically color in the lines with eyeliner. Get a little more on the brush and just continue your line, making sure it's even, and thin it out so it's not your entire eyelid. That's always what I do. Just connect down there, keep connecting. And I actually don't do it to the bottom of my eyelid. I just do it until I can fade it out thin enough. So it actually stops probably a a little less than a quarter way through. I like to even out my wings because sometimes one wing will look better than the other. So right now I'm just going to continue to draw that line I always do. Like I said, it's basically coloring in the lines. Get more color. And that's when I start to draw the wing. Like I said, you want to make sure your wings are even and they're the same size and they're equal in length. Otherwise, you look a little silly. And then I do start to thin it out right here. Gotta get more of the liner on the pen. And keep just applying into a thin little line, just like so. And I usually just look up at that point, but I try to avoid getting my lid wet with liquid eyeliner because it's messy. Just continue down. And I made one of my wings higher than the other, so I just have to draw it out. Make sure that they're even. Thankfully, I have bangs that cover. So if it's not even, it's alright. Because no one has to know. It'll be my little secret. So now it's time for mascara. This is Fabulash. I'm not entirely sure who actually makes this product. So I usually apply a thin little layer on with the Fabulash because I don't find it to be my favorite product. And just keep going up. And I don't curl my lashes. My lashes are pretty long anyways. And now I use CoverGirl's mascara. I find it to be very nice. I had another product by them, but I can't find it anywhere now. So I use this, and I find it just makes your lashes appear longer. You gotta make sure that it's high enough and that it actually goes over the liquid eyeliner because I like my lashes to look long, and I put a little layer on the bottom, but not too much. I don't want to look like I have caterpillar legs. Actually, no, it's spider legs. I went to high school with a girl who literally had spider legs for her eyelashes, and I made fun of her privately to myself. So just swoop it up, continue to swoop. And now I need a little on the bottom. Trying not to get it on my skin too much, because then it gives you the illusion of bags. Then I just comb my eyebrows up and over. I have very dark eyebrows to begin with. They're jet black actually. So I don't pencil them in because I don't want to look ridiculous. I am thinking of lightening my eyebrows a bit though, so I'm actually able to pencil them in more. And then that's my look.